What's going on, everyone? Welcome to another video on my channel. This is F.O.P with Matt. In this lesson, we're going to cover the 3/4 time signature, dotted half notes, slurs, tied notes, and legato playing. So a lot to get to today. Let's get started. So in our previous lessons, we've been talking about the 4/4 time signature and have seen practice exercises using this time signature. Well, today we're going to learn about the 3/4 time signature. It looks like this. Take a look at this image. Again, the top note tells us how many beats are in each measure. And in this case, it's telling us that there are 3 beats in each measure. And the bottom 4 tells us what kind of note gets 1 beat. And in this case, the quarter note gets 1 beat. One style of music that uses the 3/4 time signature is the waltz. One of the most popular waltzes, the Blue Danube Waltz by Johann Strauss, uses the 3/4 time signature throughout. Take a listen and take a look as I play an excerpt from the piece. And note that I do not own any rights to this music and is solely used for learning and entertainment purposes. Now take a look at this note. This is a dotted half note and it is indicated with a circle that's not colored in within, and it has a stem that goes up or down, and it has a dot next to it on the right. This means that this note gets 3 beats. Now let's talk about tied notes. Tied notes are 2 or more notes that are held together by a curved line at the bottom. Take a look at this diagram, for example. You can see a half note and a quarter note held together by a curved line at the bottom. Now, we're not going to play these notes separately, but instead we're going to hold them for the total amount of time given. So the half note gets 2 beats, the quarter note gets 1 beat, so 2 plus 1 is 3. We're going to hold it for a total of 3 beats. Now let's talk about slurs and legato playing. A slur is a curved line that connects a group of notes together into musical sentences and phrases. Just as equivalent as writing, like writing a paper, we write sentences and we write phrases and we put our thoughts and expressions into those sentences and phrases. Just as the same as music, we use a curved line to separate those notes into phrases and musical sentences. Take a look at this diagram, for example. This is a group of 3 notes connected together with a curved line at the bottom. How you would play this is when you see a legato symbol. So this means that you're going to play legato. So this slur means legato. It means that you're going to play smoothly. So you're not going to lift your finger on the keys. You're going to try to connect your fingers within each of the notes in this phrase. Now, the difference between tied notes and slurs, both have the curved line and they're connected by notes. The difference is tied notes are the same note, just different counts, but we're going to combine those counts together and hold it. A slur is a group of different types of notes, and we're going to play legato, which means we're going to play those notes smoothly. Now let's take a look at this practice exercises, which combines everything we talked about in this lesson. Now let's take a look at this practice exercise, which combines everything we talked about: dotted half notes, tied notes, legato, and slurs. Before we begin this practice exercise, I do want to notate a few things. First, let's draw our attention to the first two measures on the first line and the first two measures of the second line. Now, this program wouldn't allow me to draw a curved line over these sets of notes. So we are going to pretend that there is a curved line over these notes. Now, when there's a curved line, it tells me that that's a slur. So as we talked about, it means that we're going to play these notes legato, and that means smoothly connected. A slur also tells me that the notes are grouped into what is known as musical phrases. Just like writing, we write phrases and it's grouped into sentences. In music, we group notes together with a slur and we group them in what is known as musical phrases. Now let's draw our attention to the last measure on the second line. These two half notes tied together with a curved line are called tied notes. And as we talked about, we do not play these notes separately. Instead, we hold it for the total amount of counts. So let's take a look. There's two half notes. One half note gets 2 beats. So if there's 2, 2 plus 2 is 4. So we hold it for a total of 4 beats. Now we are ready to begin this practice exercise. I'm going to play it twice, the first time while counting, and then the second time without counting, and see if you can do it on your own. Let's begin. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now this time, see if you can play it without counting. Here we go. Well, folks, that covers our lesson on the 3/4 time signature, dotted half notes, tied notes, slurs, and legato playing. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit the like button below, subscribe to my channel, and please feel free to leave a comment. But until then, I'll see you all on our next lesson.